AR Poet 800. Now, Poet's a hard salty because he's got a lot of the sharps game on him, and you have to be really good to catch that marshmallow fire starter. Obviously, because you're talking about take away the guns, and then there's everything else. And it's like, well, to the 45, 44 mag on the game right now, I'm going to say to it, well, without a real index of what fascism is or the hypothetical situation beyond Germany, is to say, well, what I did a lot of there when I churched it up a little differently was to say inside of that situation that when you check it a little bit, that's a lot of potential. As long as those FM are right, well, there's nothing wrong with government. Go military, weapon storage system, AR, boot 500 or 15-0-1, any of the rest of the AR pause here in Poet, a described model of physics to any way we church it up. It is a John Luke Mary. John Luke or Mary, I get Dave in the mix from the mechanic shop. He's like, Dave, I really didn't want anything to do with it. I mean, I guess maybe if you put me to it. And that can be a lot of people on the index of where that is about. Well, I don't want to like my neighbor, your food a little bit, but I don't want to trust you either. I don't want my wife to like you either. Our competition at the bar, right? And as long as it's good with governmental standards, well, we don't pay you. If you wind up cheating on her, then you get the stick too, and that's all the numbers across the board. And it's pretty fucking fascist, honestly. But it works. There's that differential where the numbers are way better. It's like if you can survive under that standard, then when asked why didn't I feel that these new standards or adjustments to these standards were correct to the notation, I mean, I'll give you shark attack. Let's be honest, the numbers. Let's reshift them a little bit. We were falling off of the old X, so we need a new indicator because then it'll change a lot of the tests. Over a massive amount. It could go back forever, and they're chasing some legacy numbers. Let's give a new one and a new image and a shape. That Y index, got it. Good, no problem. New M1 to AR, all right, bang. No problem. And, so if the physics problem changes over like that, you would have to be careful about adjusting into the material. Here, I'm kind of being specific with the Warrior Poet as if it was a corner drill inside of the system, equally like I would say is that's what being referenced from Warrior Poet's position as he's talking about YouTube drills and cancellations on this over 99.9K viewers in the area. Let's factor some of those neutrinos in here too. Clip them in. The bunny, it's hydrogen sunshine sometimes. Day-night cycle, hunt different, if we're chasing it like that, and G equals M1, hot plasmic fusion state, essentially just lit on fire on the ground. That whole incident report, I need somebody who can run the hunt. That position, I know it from here. If you're better than me on the index of a thing, I would put you most commonly in that perspective of the first standard model into the second standard model. I have these many bullets and this many guns and this many people, XYZ, or I am alone. One man in this Jaeger, and I only got... You make it work.